So hello guys, and welcome to another day in my backyard. If you look behind me, I have some shiny stuff kicking around. So the story is, truck is going into the shop for a couple days to get some suspension bushings done. Still trying to figure out that shake, but they wanted the whole fender assembly off for easier access, and I figured while they're off, might as well bring them home and try to polish them. So if you take a look at some of these fenders, over the years they got this I don't know, kind of yellowing haze. I think that's from the chemicals they use at the Streak and Beacon. But you can also see that there's a little bit of fading there, and at the bottom of some of these, which one is it? These are the back ones, and you can see there's a couple spots where they actually rub on different trailers. I don't think those are gonna come out, and I don't think those are the only scratches these fenders are ever gonna get. But if you look at the front of these two, you can see where the wheels from the fenders in the front, the wheels would throw up everything, and it has sandblasted the bottom of these fenders. And there was one day in Michigan that I drove into a rest area, and they just freshly laid out a pothole patch, and it sprayed up and kicked all along this fender. And which bracket? This one. Even still, it's just a tar and chip kind of mix, but it kicked up just a little bit. It was over one little patch, and that stuff is just caked on there. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that off, but I'm gonna try. And yeah, I've got some other polishing materials to try to use, so let's see what happens. I've got some other projects on the go today too, but still gonna concentrate on these fenders here. So this one, I'm gonna try to figure out how to fix this guy. That's a big old dent right there, and it's positioned exactly in the middle of the fender. So something would have got stuck in the duals, spun up to speed, and then just flung out and punctured. Well, it didn't puncture, but it put a nice dent in the stainless steel fender there. It's not like something you can use a traditional, just plain old hammer and dolly and smack it back into place, because you're not going to be refinishing or repainting this surface. So I'm thinking I might try a wood block or something, see if we can put it back into shape with the least damage possible. If you have any recommendations for me for next time I do this, though, let me know. One of the other projects I'm doing today is the light pod for the back of the truck. When I rewired it, I just used a 4-prong trailer wire connector, and so it's easy to test it on the pickup truck. But the marker lights, for whatever reason, aren't working anymore, and that light down there decides to go off every once in a while. It's done that since I rewired it, so I'm not too concerned if I don't fix that, but I gotta have the marker lights working again. So gotta rip that apart and figure out what's going on with it as well today. You never realize how big transport truck parts are until you try to start to work on them. I mean, this is kind of the jig I have made up. It's held on with a clamp around the table, because that's literally the highest surface that I have that can fit the rest underneath. And I have a little bit of a, can you see the block under there? I got a block that's on the bottom of this dent. So I'm going to try to pound it out and see if we can straighten that up a bit. The internet is talking about using heat like heat it up, and if you get it hot enough it'll actually go back in on its own, but I don't think that's going to happen. And they were talking about doing that on refrigerator door dents. This is a little bit thicker of a metal than refrigerator door, so I think some poundage is going to be needed. Okay, I have the heat gun all set up, but let's try it without some heat. See if we can just get it down. See things steaming on the other side. All right. Even hold it here. Nothing. I need a giant clamp that can come around here and just kind of Zeus it in or something. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm leaving this dent for now. I don't have the tools to fix it right now. So if anyone has any ideas on how I can fix this down the road, I'll take them into consideration and try them out. So the other part is going to be straightening out the bottom of these fenders, because like if you look at the other side over here, it's a little bit wavy. You got one part right there where, I don't know, things just bang along and start moving things out. So I'm going to take some wood blocks, clamp it together, and see if we can straighten out some of those dents. See, down here you can see how much of a bow is in this one little spot. So I'm thinking if we tighten up these clamps, it should work its way out. All right, tighten her down. Should have put the bigger one on this side. Oh well. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Yeah, it's still got a wave in there. All right. So I opened up the box of polishing equipment. I got 2 new pads this year. This is for stainless steel, a pretty aggressive cut with the red wheel and black clay bar, and then the pink wheel with the yellow stuff is for just a final finish on stainless. So that's what I'm gonna try to get away with today. I might need to do a deeper cut on this stuff here, but we will see. I've used the chrome polish time to shine stuff before, and it does an okay job, but it's a lot of hand polishing work on this kind of thing, and I think they're bad enough that they would benefit from the wheel instead. So we're gonna just jump straight to the wheel. So I just did a touch of the yellow clay stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go at it with the more aggressive one to begin with, because that's not coming through the way I want it to. Once it gets up to here, I'm sure we can just get away with the second one, but this bottom part here, especially with all this garbage that's been kicked up, I'm thinking I'm going to try to cut through that with the buffing wheel itself, see where it takes us. Alright, I just did a test patch with the more aggressive stuff, and I mean, the fenders, they're all pitted and gooked up, but you got a much better shine than the second step, just trying to skip the first cut. So let's finish up the crappy part with this, and then probably just second step the rest. Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna come out perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. I'm still getting little tiny, come on, concentrate on it. Little tiny black marks that are, I think they're clay deposits. So I don't know if I'm using too much clay or not enough. I don't know. It's still an experiment. I'm still trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, but I think we're going to switch to the other wheel over there and just do the whole fender. Just get her done. So I don't know if I'm rushing or if this is just kind of always what happens when you're using polishing wheels, but you can still see little lines from where I went back and forth in certain lights. I mean, it is doing something if you look at it from the correct direction. Like, that's the old stuff. That's the new. But when the light hits, you can still see those lines. So anyways, I've got to run, do some other things, but I'll probably get back at this later today. All right, we're back this evening, and I just did a test patch of half with the that's the ceramic polish. Looking for time to shine chrome polish stuff. And so I did a test patch from up here going down to where I stopped polishing with the wheel, which is right around this line right here. You can see it in the shadows, the scratch marks. And it didn't take the scratch marks out. And it really didn't do a whole lot in comparison. So with the buffing wheel getting these kind of scratch marks in there, I don't really want to do the whole thing. But I mean, it is getting out the wear from all the road grime on the sides. So it's doing something. I just don't like the final product, really. I don't know. Let's see what else I got here. So I've had pretty good luck with this AutoSol stuff in the past. So I tried some of that. I actually have the can of it over there. Just tried some out of the tube to make things easy. And yeah, it's still leaving all those little scratches, and it hasn't taken out the lines from the polisher. So I'm not really sure if with the equipment that I have, if I can get any better than what it is. Keep in mind, this is stainless steel and it's incredibly durable stuff and really hard to polish out. So I'm still pretty impressed that that this stuff is coming out with the wheel. I just don't like the lines it's leaving behind. So I don't know. I'm probably just gonna live with that and do I might do the whole thing with the wheel. I might not. I don't know. I'll keep going though. Okay, she done as much as I'm doing it. So this little dent right here is still gonna be there, but whatever. And no matter what I do, go fast, go slow, lots of polish or lots of clay, little clay, rake it, don't rake it, I can't get these micro scratches out. So at least I made it consistent. Yeah, that scratch right on the front up here this stuff. That was from a trailer scraping along as I'm making a corner. Same with these marks on either side. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. When it's a rear fender like that, and it's actually used as a work truck, not a show truck. But yeah, this side's a little dusty just because of all the polishing dust, but without the light it looks all right. But once you put the light on it, it shows up, the micro scratches show up. So it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, it's late and dark outside. I'm gonna do the other 3 fenders tomorrow. All right, it's a new morning, and I think I'm gonna try this ceramic sealer stuff. I've had it for a couple years, and I've never really used it. I don't know if it's going moldy, but I mean, they say to shake it up, spray it on a cloth, put it on the thing, and then wipe it off. So we'll try that, I guess. That was pretty cool for a ceramic coat. Literally just wipe on and wipe off. Now, there's still the micro scratches from the polish. I mean, they're not showing up as much in this light right now. There they are a bit. And if you go up here with the sunlight, I guess I gotta clean that side still a bit. It's good to have a clean cloth when you're washing stuff off like this, because you can definitely tell the difference, because it was clean over here and then I didn't use a clean spot for this side, and you can see. So once again, I'm trying to do a job and I'm running out of time. So we're gonna do this fender, see how long it takes, and probably have to slap everything back together on the truck because it's ready to go, and I need to put the whole bracketry system back on the truck too. So this is the other rear fender. You can see it's got the same sandblasting on the bottom and a little bit of weathering on the side. But we're just gonna go through and just use the wheel and clean it up. I also have a polishing wheel that's normally used for paint and stuff, but I might try that with the proper compound on those, see if it doesn't leave the micro scratches, but that might be for a different day because we're running out of time. all finished and polished up. I put the ceramic coat on top, and then I guess I used a dirty cloth to clean it off again. That's why it's got that little bit of haze in the light, and of course you can still see a little bit of the micro scratches going this way, but it doesn't seem to be as bad as the other fender. But yeah, I don't know. Sure, looks all right. Now, if I had more time in the day, I'd go and do the other two fenders, but I need to figure out this lighting pod because I got to put the truck back together later today. So let's tackle this next. Well, that little green spot there is probably our issue. Butt spliced, patched together, good to go again. Can't tell in the light, but it's working again. Even with an 8-foot box, it's still a pretty tight fit.